Hi, good morning mga bayaning puyat. I'm Lea De Castro and this is actually my first time to do a video blog. So please bear with me and I'm hoping that you'll listen to me for a few minutes. The topics that I'm going to talk about are really more on investment, savings, emergency funds, protection and insurances. But my first topic for this blog is actually about protection comes first before investing. Just a short story I on the reason why this is important to me is because when I started working, so I'm a registered nurse, and by the way, I'm an operations supervisor right now from one of the BPO companies here in Pampanga, and I'm also a financial advisor under Sun Life. So when I started working in a BPO, my thoughts are I have my three bucket list. Number one, I wanted to have my own house. Number two, I wanted to have my own car. And number three is I wanted to be able to travel with my boyfriend at that time, now my husband. So I'm proud to say naman that I was able to do all of those top three bucket list. But what I didn't realize is though it's a good thing to have a goal like that, but I didn't realize that I am missing a step before doing those things. And that's the topic for today, which is protection comes first before investments. So ano ba yung mga protection na sinasabi ko? So number one, emergency funds. Number two, health insurance and HMOs. Number three, multiple streams of income. And then number four is life insurance. So why? Um, Emergency fund. So it happened to us. So um, I'm not proud to say this, but it really happened to us. So last year during the pandemic, due to unforeseen circumstances, and a lot of people really struggled at that time and lost their jobs. And one of those people is actually my husband. So we were forced to stop paying the car and let it go, even though we've already paid it for 2.5 years. And I didn't realize that I need to have an emergency fund all the time and an emergency fund for 3 to 6 months to be able to, sustain the needs and even sustain paying those investments, the house and the car. So, isa lang yun sa mga reality bites natin during the pandemic. And there's a lot of what ifs that might happen. Of course, what if yon? What ifs yon na unforeseen talaga? What if magkasakit? Though most of the BPO companies, actually, I think all of the BPO companies here in the Philippines provides HMO, which is a good thing. So kung magkasakit tayo, we don't have to think about where are we going to get the money to pay the bills or the hospital bills or the doctor's fee and all. But what if it's a grave illness, a critical illness like um, cancer, stage 3 kidney diseases, diabetes, and si HMO sagad na kasi we only have a limit, especially kung ano lang yung kinuha ng company natin. Now, if you're gonna think about it, most people have invested a lot of things, but in the end, kapag may nagkasakit sa family, nagkasakit tayo na breadwinner, lahat yon maibebenta. Of course, para mailigtas lang tayo from that sickness. So that's the reason why having HMO and health insurances is also a protection that we must have. Number three, multiple streams of income, just like what I've mentioned kanina. It's better to have a few side hustles, though I know that it's stressful to have to work in the BPO industry, and somehow at the end of the day you just wanted to rest and all, but it's not bad to have a few side hustles kahit pagbebenta online selling lang yan right now. Drop shipping, Shopee, you can have your online store and it's easier right now compared before. What else? And my last fourth protection would be life insurance. So I'm not sure if all of the BPO companies are providing life insurances. If there is, I know that it's only a limited amount. So example, if the company will provide 100,000 life insurance, example, you are the breadwinner and something happened, accident happened, that of course, di naman natin ginusto, but what if it happened? Do you think the 100,000 insurance would be could pay the needs of your family na naiwan mo? So, will they be able to sustain? What if you have kids na bata pa or nag-aaral pa? What will happen? So, I believe most of us have heard all of those stories already, but we really didn't think about nag or natatakot tayong isipin because it's a Filipino mentality, Filipino mindset. So there you go. Those are the things that I've realized na yun pala yung mga kailangan ko munang gawin before I even invested in, bigger goals. Because it's easier to invest on those things as early as the 20s. Because it's going to be on a lower premium rather than, wait for the time that you need it, but you can't do it anymore. So I hope you learned something from me today, and thank you again. Let's have a rest. All of us are, I think, sleepy na, especially those on the graveyard shift. Thank you. Have a great day. Good night. Bye.